Hello everyone, my name is Shadan Siraj and I'm currently an intern at Lexis and Company. So today's topic is white collar crimes. What is white collar crimes? The term white collar crimes refers to a crime committed by a person of respectability and high social status in the course of their occupation. It was coined in 1939 by the American criminologist Edwin Sutherland. He drew the attention towards the typical attire of the perpetrators, who were generally business people, high ranking professionals, and politicians. Since Sutherland's time, however, such crimes have ceased to be the exclusive domain of these groups. With rapid developments in the field of commerce and technology, the scope of white collar crime have broadened to include wage theft, fraud, bribery, Ponzi schemes, insider trading, cybercrime, copy infringement, and many others. It also overlaps with corporate crime. The general perception amongst the people about white collar crimes is that they are only committed out of greed, competition, and lack of economic stability. Although the reasons I just stated are absolutely true, but there are also other reasons too. Rationalization is one of them. As the nature of these crimes is different from the traditional ones, people often convince themselves that the actions performed by them are not criminal in nature. Technology. With the advancement of technology, white collar crimes have become a global phenomena and are increasing at a tremendous pace in India too. The proliferation of personal computers and smartphones have further aggravated to this problem, as the use of these are not just results in the generation of many more ideas, but also gives open opportunities to the people residing in many corners of the world to commit these crimes easily at the tip of their fingers. Greed. High class people are financially stable, however they still commit crime because of their greed to earn more and more, and for this purpose they even choose illegal ways to have an income. No fixed punishment or laws. After committing the crimes, most of the offenders get away without getting any punishment because there are not enough laws to deal with such kind of crimes. In many cases, because of the supreme political connections, most of the offenders get away without any punishment. Moreover, in many cases, there are no witnesses for the said offences, as such offences are often committed in private. White collar crimes are indeed diverse in nature. Some of the white collar crimes which have emerged are bank fraud. Fraud is a crime that aims to mislead and gain inappropriate advantages. Bank frauds are financial scams. It is made through false representations by fraudulent companies. Bank fraud is concerned with the general public, as the bank and the government have a relationship of trust. It is most important It is the most prevalent type of white collar crime as well as a corporate crime. Moreover, providing services on mobile and social media platforms with limited knowledge of the security requirements poses a lot of threats to customers as well as the financial institutions. Given the weakness in Indian law enforcement system regarding the investigation and prosecution of fraudsters, and even increasing social pressure to get rich quickly, fraud remains a constant danger to businesses. Bribery. It is a very common type of white collar crime. In bribery, we give the individual money or goods in exchange for a favor. It is done to insist on something or discourage something from being done. Money laundering. It is a crime wherein criminals try to mask their identity of the money. In such crime, criminals attempt to cover up the original ownership of the money and the source, since it is usually obtained illegally. Money laundering means showing the illegal money as legal. In this case, the Indian government has taken many steps to address this problem. The KYC is to be strictly implemented by the banks. Banks and financial companies are required to keep transaction records for a 10-year term. Extortion. Extortion is an offense wherein one party forces another party to pay for money or property or services. It is said to have committed extortion. It is a white collar crime because an individual can take advantage of his official right and use this higher position in the company to force another person to give money or transfer assets for providing services. Section 385 of the Indian Penal Code states that a person while committing the offence of extortion shall be punished with the imprisonment of 2 years or fine, or both, if he while committing such a crime or puts another person in fear of injury. Ponzi scheme. A Ponzi scheme is a fraudulent investment scam that promises high return rates for investors with little risk. Through acquiring new investors, the Ponzi scheme produces returns for early investors. This is like a pyramid scheme because both are focused on the use of funds from new investors to pay for the earlier supporters. The battle against financial fraud and malpractices has significantly intensified over the recent years. In the face of such situation, it is imperative government takes proper measures such as spreading awareness. The general public lacks awareness about such crimes and its subsequent laws and punishments and deter them. There is an immediate need to educate and keep the general public well informed. The electronic and print media should be utilized in an effective way to spread awareness about white collar crimes and such remedies they could seek in case they become victims of such crimes. Strict law enforcement. It is not just enough to have laws in place, but their enforcement too is of utmost importance to remove the occurrence of such crimes. Small number of fines and short periods of imprisonment doesn't make it a good deterrent for the offenders to not commit such crimes. Proper training of investigating officers. It often happens that aging officers are well experienced to understand the nature and technique of white collar crimes but are not able to utilize the technology for tracking the suspect due to lack of training. Enacting laws and regulations. The Government of India has introduced various regulatory legislations, the breach of which amounts to white collar criminality, such as Companies Act 1956, Prevention of Money Laundering Act 2002, Benami Act 1988, and the Foreign Exchange Regulation Act 1974. However, this is a continuous process which needs to be upgraded with the advent of new methods adopted by the criminals. The government needs to upgrade actions to bring new legislation accordingly. Conclusion is that white collar crimes are a big global concern and are increasing at an alarming rate. Various studies have proved that the financial loss to society from white collar crimes is much more than other crimes. India is a developing country and white collar crimes are not only a determinant to the economic growth of the country but also spoils the image of our country. It has been in existence for many centuries. However, we along with government and legal entities should try to reduce such crimes. As discussed earlier, strict laws and special tribunals should be made and implemented so that the offender should be afraid of the punishment and before committing any crime he should think twice.